Hello and welcome to Bella Star Astrology. I am your host, Stella, here to help Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising with the November 2022 horoscopes. And of course, we begin with just a little bit of relief. This month is much easier than October. Please enjoy this month. Do not feel like last month when your entire chart was activated by every single planet possible. And we begin with that full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus on November 8th, probably the most dramatic part of the month for you. It's happening in the eighth house. It's happening in the house of money from others. So it could be that an income that you were reliant on, or the way that you were receiving money, or even the shared resources that you have, something about it is going to change. Whether it's a positive or negative depends on the actions you've taken up until this point. I can't tell you that it would be a good thing or a bad thing, but judging by the fact that all of the planets after this are so positive, I would say it's the kickoff that allows for all of that positivity to happen. So because maybe you changed the assets, that you were investing in, or because you reviewed the inheritance or paid off your taxes or whatever it is that you did because of this full moon, or the actions you took because of this full moon, all of the other good things that happen after are really just going to be embraced in a positive way, right? As we begin the month with this full moon lunar eclipse, and then we move into Venus entering the sign of Sagittarius, which is your third house, isn't a house of gains necessarily, but it could be unexpected from games and things like that. And I said gains versus games. But in this case, you might change your mindset and thinking around money. Venus being a planet that represents money, entering the sign of Sagittarius could mean that you change the way that you approach it. It's also going to bring you luck in your connections. Maybe you connect with new people that allow you to change the way that you view your wealth, change the way that you view yourself in general. And being that so many planets are going to enter into this house. So you're going to have Venus in Sagittarius on November 16th. Then you're going to have Mercury following on November 17th, entering Sagittarius, only to be followed by the Sun entering Sagittarius on November 22nd, and then the new moon on November 23rd. And all of this on and on and on and on. The third house is very important this month. Look at the people that you're communicating with. Look at how you're communicating. Venus being there is going to give you a little bit of grace in communication. And then you have the planet of Mercury entering, and that gives you even more power in what you communicate. Right? So how you are connecting with those around you. And then, of course, your own education. What is it about you and what you've learned and what you know that other people can tap into or that you can help others with, right? And so you are going to be maybe the connector this month. You're going to be the one who helps others find what they are seeking. And definitely being the type of person that you are, maybe you connect with your sibling this month on a deeper level, and you have maybe a trip that you take together, short distance travel, since it's the third house. And of course, on the same day as the new moon in Sagittarius, November 23rd, we have the planet of Jupiter going direct in Pisces. Now, they are exactly 4 houses away. So this is really going to be an embrace of maybe the changes in the habits that you have and how you are able to connect them to the people around you. So whether or not those habits include others. Maybe you join a gym and you sort of get connected to people in that area and you become more fitness focused, and that it expands because Venus is in there and Jupiter expands all of those habits, right? Venus being in the third house connects you. Mercury being in the third house connects you to new people. And so that new moon ushers in this sort of feeling like, oh, the people that I have around me at my work, the people that I have around me in my, fitness center or gym, those people can really help support me and I can help support them. What I know, what my knowledge is, can help them as well. right? So this is a really cool energy for you guys. The only thing is as a square Jupiter to the new moon, in terms of houses, it could be a challenging aspect. It could be that you are, sort of challenged by the amount of options that Jupiter is giving you in your friendships or in your acquaintances or in the ideas that you get, because again, the third house is also ideas. So, you could be like thinking, oh, I could do this, I could do that. How can I get my health together? I could do this, I could do that. You don't have to do it all at once. That's what I always remind people wherever Jupiter is. Just because you have all of these bright and beautiful options doesn't mean you have to take them all. You take and make the best choice. And of course, being that we have that full moon lunar eclipse happening at the beginning of the month, I wouldn't be surprised if the changes that are ushered in by that eighth house energy are the ones that make you make the right decision, right? That force you into that space where Jupiter is giving you options like, I have to make a decision now. And so hopefully it all works out for you. Don't worry about October's drama, because November will be a lot lighter. There'll be a lot more opportunities to connect with people. There'll be a lot more opportunities to be your social, exciting self, Libras. And I really hope that this month brings a little bit of ease after all the craziness from last month. And thank you so much for listening to this. This has been Bella Star Astrology, and this has been the horoscopes for November 2022 for Libras. Please like, subscribe, and share this with your friends. This is such a good opportunity to share with your fellow Libras how this month will be going. So good luck to all of my Libras out there, and thank you for listening.